Day 4 of the Meals on Wheels Extreme Cycle for Hunger. And this morning, after a well-deserved rest break, our cyclists and support team are ready to hit the road once again from Kimberley to Britstown. But yesterday, however, was not just about rest. It was about preparation. And so we took our JAC motors off to another sponsor, Tiger Wheel and Tires, who checked our wheels to ensure that we're safe and ready for the kilometers ahead. Today, we're at another incredible sponsor, GWK, who've prepared breakfast packs to fuel our cyclists and support team all the way from Kimberley to Britstown, a small farming town in the Northern Cape. And we expect you to follow this journey. So thank you so much to all of you who have liked, shared, commented, and told a friend to tell a friend. Continue to do so as we proceed all the way to Cape Town in our bid to raise awareness and funds against hunger and food insecurity in South Africa.
For us, it's about community engagement. From the GWK and the larger VKB group, I would just like to say thank you for this incredible initiative.
What sort of preparation did you have to do, mentally and physically?
Many hours on the road, at least 6 days of the week cycling. Mentally, you try to prepare, but this is my first one, so I don't really know what to expect, but I'm going to push through.
First of all, I can say it's important to grab a bike because we're not all on the same fitness. You know, some people are just casual riders, some others are elites, others are former elites. So having to have a water break or a pit stop is to refuel from the energy you've lost. Because you're cycling for hours, and those hours you're burning calories. Calories comes from food and water. So if you don't replenish those things you lost, you're going to end up bonking and you won't make it until the end of the road or the end of the tour. So it is important to frequently eat something to keep you going.
A specific reason that you opt for these high protein foods?
The reason is because the cyclists need that type of food to, like, when they get injured, it helps them to build the muscle, and it helps them to, like, keep up the energy. Because if the energy broke down, they can be like zombies. They don't have energy for anything. They feel like they don't have the energy to cycle. So all those food, like the energy bars and the coffee and everything, helps them to build up the energy. We also like to play like some music when they stop, just to get the vibe going and just to give them that boost. So all of us always, like, when we're driving past them as well, we're always like, you got this. And every time we stop, you're doing well, just because that motivation just helps them to keep on going.
Like the emotional support, so when they just need that little bit of like a go get it and 1 kilometer away, so we add the jokes along the side and just give a quick massage here and there, so we kind of look after them all around.
Biggest ailment that we've had so far on this tour is more like your gastro problems, so your abdominal cramps, your nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and I think that really stops the cyclists from wanting to push those 200 kilometers, and I think that's been the biggest issue so far.
This is one of our favorite stops for 2 reasons. One, because we're helping Chris and the team here do more than what they're already doing.
And what is so special to us is that the word says, what you do to the smallest will be remembered in heaven, and the angels will represent you in heaven. So although you don't see the kids, and although the kids don't see you, every meal that they eat, every piece that they use that you've contributed will be to your remembrance in a place far higher than what we are representing here. So we really appreciate that and know that we really appreciate that, and we look forward to that.
And then we were approached by another vehicle company to be a donor, BYD, Vaughan Marisha, who's been a donor of Meals on Wheels for many years. And he asked me what can he do to help. And I gave him the stationery list that Chris was given to us for both the schools, and he provided everything for both the schools in those 2 boxes. Sure. So to Vaughan, thank you. We really appreciate you. And obviously to ShopRite.
You have started because God has planted it in your hearts. And if He has planted it in your hearts, and because He has planted it in your hearts, He will see it to fruition, and He will make sure that you will extend even up to the N12 probably and be able to serve as many kids as possible.
To be honest, the ride was very tough. Firstly, we had to ride against the wind. We had a headwind, crosswind, so it was quite difficult for the riders. And then also with the potholes also, it was quite dangerous also. So it was a quite tough day today, but it was all for a good reason. So this is my 7th tour that I'm busy doing, and it's always a privilege to be able to do something so awesome.
10 bags of adult diapers. We have blankets again from that small little lady from ShopRite. Are these blankets ShopRite blankets or Checkers blankets? This is from Checkers now. This is the blue ones. And then we have a lot of food from many other different donors. And then of course there's some things from Santon Meals on Wheels. So this is other Meals on Wheels branches looking after dental care. Thank you.
Yes, but it's truly wonderful to work with these people, and sometimes it's so heartbreaking when you realize that these people's own families have simply abandoned them. Some of them don't even come to see how they are. Then we're just here, the family, to give them the love their own family couldn't or can't provide. Some of them live a bit far from us.
So today we were fortunate enough to hand over to them a computer that was sponsored by the Santon Meals on Wheels, and they are in need for that. And you know, with all the years that we visit them, it's hard to come back and then you just see voices has been silent. And the heartbreaking of dental care is that the people were thrown away. You know, and I want to follow in the footsteps of our Master. We all know the story of the Good Samaritan, and our Master ended off with the question, to whom can you be a good neighbor? So that is what is expected from us, to be a good neighbor to our fellow men.
From Johannesburg in day one to Britstown today, every single stop along our journey has been a reminder about the power of partnerships and the importance of community. And speaking of partnerships, a very special shout out to every single sponsor, every single partner, every single donor that came on board to ensure that Meals on Wheels Extreme Cycle for Hunger takes place and that we are in fact able to reach our mission. Our goal remains one: raise awareness about food insecurity in South Africa, and also take that journey all the way to Cape Town. So continue to like, follow, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Every single action matters.